Howdy and welcome to a brand new Nerds United on YouTube. My name is Greg Mahochko, and over here is the co-host of the year, Mike. These guns are fully automatic. Luther.
I never knew what to do with my hands, by the way. Whenever you're introducing me, like, I don't know how to start. Like,
You could
do I start like 80s sitcom, or maybe like where they're reading something and
you could do your best John Krasinski. And now some good news.
Oh, that's good. That was good. Look at the camera. That was perfect.
How are you, sir? It's been a week. It's been an exciting week.
Yes, we have a lot of stuff to talk about on the podcast. A little bit on the YouTube. It's been good. Kind of same old as far as here. Nolan's still going to school, doing pretty good as far as I know. I'm still working, doing pretty good, I guess, as far as I know. My boss hasn't fired me yet, so that's good. Oh, I almost forgot. Actually, my brother had to remind me today. Happy birthday to my dad today. He's some age. I don't know. Honestly, 68. No clue.
Well, happy birthday to Mike's dad.
Besides that, nothing.
Okay. That's it for the YouTube show, everybody. No.
Bye. Credits start rolling.
We just wanted to wish Mike's dad a happy birthday.
Yeah, that's it.
You want to? I don't know how to. I don't know if I'm supposed to share this news. And I didn't talk about it with you off air. I'm not sure if I should break it cold. Okay, I'll do it. For how long has Facebook been around? Since 2005?
About, yeah, let's say.
My mom's got a Facebook page now.
Ooh.
But I helped her set it up, and I was just telling her, I said, Mom, I was just extolling the virtues to my wife about you not being on Facebook. I said, no offense. She's like, oh, I don't want to add anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. They did it. They listened to that Joy FM quite a bit.
Okay. Yeah.
And I guess there was some type of Joy FM was going to stream some type of concert tonight. We're like right now. And so she wanted a on Facebook account just so she could watch the Joy FM concert. So what she doesn't know is I know her password because I helped her set it up. So I think tomorrow morning I'm going to delete Facebook.
I thought you were going to say, like, I'm going to add a bunch of people to it.
No. Mom and Dad are not like the, how do I put it? They're not antisocial, but they don't, like, they have a few people that they're good friends with that they do hang out, but they're not like, let's see how many Facebook friends we can add.
Yeah, they don't need all the bells and whistles. They know who their friends are.
Yeah. And the funny part is, like, I said, no offense, I may not add you. Like, no, we don't want to be your friend on Facebook. We just want to watch this concert. And so I set up all of their privacy settings. It's like only, nobody can search for them. Only friends of friends can, send a friend request, which is great because they have that many friends. So I locked them down as well as I could. It'd be like Fort Knox. That's my goal. Because Mom and Dad.
My goal is to find them on Facebook now.
I said, well, no.
I don't even know their first name, by the way.
Okay, good. But I said, do you want me to make up a name for you? Mom was like, no. I was like, okay.
If you would have made up a name, what would it have been?
I have no idea. Something
Out of me, like
out of the blue. It's like something nobody'd ever. Those. Okay, so those things where it's like it's your superhero or your Star Wars name generator, and like the first letter is this of your first name is this, and the first. I would do something as completely random as that. It'd be like Captain Chewbacca or something. I don't know.
Like Childish Gambino, a.k.a. Donald Glover, got that name because of it was his name into a Wu-Tang Clan name generator.
Oh, that's great.
So that's legit how he got the name, or how he chose the name Childish Gambino.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
I can't stress this enough to any of the viewers. Please don't seek out my family on Facebook.
They're not there.
Yeah, they're not there. I'm not there. No, I am, but that's because I have to be. The only reason I have Facebook is because I have podcasts to promote.
That's legit the only reason I've kept Facebook.
So
I've thought about deleting it so many times, but I was like, I got podcasts.
You know what I really want to delete Facebook? Is like election years.
Yes, absolutely.
Or pandemic years.
Yeah.
Or
I don't like to unfriend people, but I have unfollowed people.
Indeed.
I just don't want to see it.
Yeah, it's like I don't care, and I'm doing that to both sides. I'm not picky. I just move on.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine says, like with all this was, bitters with all the political and pandemic and everything posts, saying I really miss, people sharing pictures of their food. So that was the particular Sunday that I made the barbecue pulled pork stuffed peppers. So I shared pictures of that, and he was appreciative.
See, there you go.
So you're welcome, Kyle.
Yes, you're welcome. I didn't do anything, but you're still welcome.
So let's talk about some of the things we have to talk about. This is a little tease. This is a little taste, just a tip, if you will, of what we're going to talk about in the audio version, which, oddly enough, will be released before the video version, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Last week, Mike, you were so dutiful to remind me that it was the Fandome.
Yes.
Comics, and they dropped a dump truck load full of goodies on us last weekend. We're just going to talk about one of them now. And Mike, using your random topic generator, tell us what it's going to be.
We're going to talk a little bit about the Black Adam teaser. I forgot when it was during the whole lineup, but essentially The Rock kind of announced, I don't even want to call it a trailer for it because it was basically all cartoons. He kind of set the tone or set the story and then the tone for what Black Adam movie is going to be. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Black Adam was there before Shazam? Yes. Black Adam's thousands of years old. You probably know the story better than I do.
It's my understanding, coming from a guy who probably has never read a Shazam / Captain Marvel book, but it's my understanding that, how like Billy Batson yells Shazam and gets all the powers and then yells Shazam, and it's my understanding that the Black Adam character has been Black Adam for so long that if he ever un-Shazam powered down, then he'd be like a husk. And it's my understanding.
Oh.
I don't know how they plan on playing it. You got a little bit of information in that video that said, that I think in this version that we're going to see on the big screen in 2028 or whatever, that this particular Black Adam was like stuck in ice or stone or something, was uncovered in the 20th century, I believe, by a renowned archaeologist by the name of Carter Hall.
Yes.
And my idea what Carter Hall is.
Blow your face. I was going to say, what is Carter Hall a Hawkman?
Carter Hall is Hawkeye.
No.
Just kidding.
I was like, I don't think so. The only reason I know Carter Hall being Hawkman is from Legends of Tomorrow series.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Smallville.
Is he on Smallville?
They did a run, I want to say it was season 8, where they had run-ins with members of the old JSA, and they found like their old JSA hall and their trophy case and things like that, and armory type thing. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I kind of remember that.
I might be off on the season, but yeah. So that was actually our first live action version of Hawkman.
Yeah. So this movie, Black Adam movie, I believe is going to have Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Cyclone, I don't know, and Triple H.
Let's get it up. I do think it's funny, and we'll talk about this more in the podcast, but I do think it's funny that this Black Adam movie has been in the works for a few years now, but John Cena is going to beat The Rock to the DC, big screen.
That's true.
Which we'll talk about in the podcast, available right now on jittermonkey.com and all of your favorite podcast apps.
Stitcher, Podbean, Apple, all of them. Just look for Nerds United and look for the one that we're on, not the one we're not on.
Look for the one with the superhero monkey with fantastic art by Joe Dodd.
Here it is, right here.
I mean, now that you put it there, you son of a bitch, I'm going to have to include it.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take it away.
You just made a lot more work for me.
Glad I don't edit.
Thanks. We got to be careful, because if you start doing that, like saying things, then I'm going to have to pull magic out of my ass and make it appear. So be very, hey, I know you've never heard this before. It's not a big saying at all. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
It's true. I've heard it.
So yeah, Black 20.
Black Adam, excited.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. One thing I'm assuming this Black Adam movie isn't going to have Shazam in it. Right? I would assume that they're going to save that for a later meetup. Black Adam versus Shazam. And so first of all, almost anybody compared to The Rock looks just like a little baby, right? Because The Rock is huge. Okay.
You think he goes like full Hercules type of build for this?
Oh yeah, well he's been like on Instagram and stuff like that. He was working out hardcore, talking about how he needs to get the perfect body for Black Adam and stuff like that. I wanted to tell him, dude, you got it. Stop, because you're gonna get compared to John Krasinski, who, hey, no, it's not. Sorry, not John Krasinski. The poor man John Krasinski.
Hey,
what's his name?
Zachary Levi is a poor man's nobody.
Zach, you know what I'm talking about. You can be a guest on the show if you want.
Yeah,
Zachary Levi.
Repeat these comments, Zachary Levi. You let us know, and we'll let you have a head-to-head with this head over here.
That's right. So that in great shape, but super skinny right now.
I mean,
and I know he's
the pandemic.
Right. Well, yeah, true. And and he still has time to bulk up. No matter what, he's going to look like a baby compared to The Rock. Right?
Do you think it's possible? Do you think there's anyone in the world?
Yes.
Choose my phrasing carefully.
Yeah.
Do you think anybody goes through, and look, I know that like Christian Bale famously has done weight adds and losses for various roles and fitness regimen for his Batman role. But do you think anybody goes to the lengths that Dwayne Johnson does, as far as, because you go back, obviously you go back several years, but like the Game Plan, that Disney movie where he was a quarterback, that dude didn't even play quarterback in college. He was a defensive lineman. And he's always had that size. But quarterbacks, unless they're like a Ben Roethlisberger, are thinner, dare I say. Right. So he dropped a lot of LBs. But you look at, again, Hercules, and he's a massive, massive human being.
Well, here's the thing. I think if you look at his movies throughout, he's essentially, there might be a couple of dips there. He's essentially gaining weight and muscle. throughout. You know, you look at the older movies compared to the newer ones, he just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
More toe.
You look at that, like you mentioned Christian Bale. Christian Bale is one that there's huge ups and downs, where it's, you know, the Machinist, he's 120 pounds. And then in Batman, I think he bulked up to, I want to say like 240 muscular. And then they said, no, that's, you're like too big. He had to drop down, and then he did a couple go back and forth. So The Rock just keeps getting more muscular as far as transformation goes.
And dare I say, I know, you know, obviously our friend from My 1, 2, 3 Sets, the podcast, Kevin Huntsberger, was far more knowledgeable about this. But when you're a pro wrestler, and especially 20 years ago, or give or take, when like the Rundown or Scorpion King was being made, like if you're on the road, you can get a workout in, but you can't train like Dwayne Johnson's training right now, where he's, you know, like doing 6,800 carbs or something like that, or calories a day, and it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, he has his own. I go whatever movie set he's on, he has his own gym, like a full gym. Yeah, and I saw his workout one time, or is it not? He just said what he did, and yeah, he's basically doing 6 days a week, twice a day. So he has his cheat days on Sunday. I love his cheat days. His cheat days are most of my days.
Are legendary. Did you see? I remember seeing a YouTube video a few years ago about someone who tried to do the Dwayne Johnson like workout, like a day in the life of, and it started like getting up at 4 a.m. and cracking eggs and you know, having rice or something like that, and
right.
Going to the gym and doing this cycle of, you know, carbs and you know, low fat proteins, things like that, you know, cycling it all in with cardio and weight training. He's like, I can't do it anymore. I'm good.
Now, here's the thing with that, though. Okay, I'll give you a little secret. Dwayne Johnson, first of all, is very motivated, and you can tell that just when he talks and all the other stuff he does. You know, here's probably some supplements he's taken that helps him. Not saying if you take these supplements, you're going to turn into The Rock. No, you're going to have to work as hard as he does. But they definitely help him.
Are you suggesting right here on Nerds United on YouTube the controversial statement that Dwayne Johnson's on the gas?
He's just say you don't get that big naturally.
We're about to get sued.
Bring it on, Rock.
That statement's going to put Nerds United on the map. Anyway,
That's right.
Back to Black Adam. Dwayne Johnson's a perfect fit?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It seems like they're going to go with like a anti-hero type of role, but it's my understanding that, again, I'm behind the times on reading my Black Adam / Captain Marvel / Shazam books. But I don't think he's an anti-hero. I think he's just a villain. So I'm curious how they're going to spin this one out. And it was one of my concerns leading up to Joker, and any movie where the villain is the focal point, because like you're not supposed to feel bad for these dirtbag villains, you know?
Right. Well, I think, and once again, I've never read a Black Adam comic. I should. I have like 500 comics here I haven't read yet either. So why add more to the list? But I have heard that he was starting out a villain, and then I have heard recently that he is more of an anti-hero. I think that's obviously what they're going.
Okay, well, we'll find out.
Yeah, and you could, like, the way they kind of worded it in the teaser, you know, or it's, I'm going to tell my story now, kind of, you know.
So we'll find out. I'm excited. I mean, I'm in. This all brings me up another question that I want to say for the audio version, just the podcast. But something, if you're listening or watching this on YouTube, there's the grand battle in all the comments sections of any social media of the Marvel fanboys and the DC fanboys. And it'll lead to a bigger topic, but do you subscribe to that? You've got to pick a side, because I don't. And we'll talk about that on the podcast. Mike, is that all right with you?
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's coming up. A lot of DC Fandome talk. And, of course, we'll take a visit from the book. So stick around on the – no, that doesn't make sense. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you know when we drop new content, which happens every week here on Nerds United on YouTube. And when we get to 40, I'm doing another shot. By the way, Mike, I found a shot glass in the house.
Ooh, nice.
So maybe
subscribe to them, use it.
Yeah, maybe next week. If you subscribe, I'll use it. I'll have to clean it first. I don't want to tell you where it's been. So he is Mike Lucer, the co-host of the year. I'm Greg Mahachko. I'm just the regular guy in the green shirt this week. This is Nerds United on YouTube, where every week, no matter if it's here or on the podcast, we remind you to be kind.
And rewind.
I had to look down to find the stop button. That's why I looked down.